Welcome back everyone to our Let's Play series of Open Wheel Manager. So after race 1, we're here on the championship screen and you can see we're showing as 11 and 13. If we go to the teams, it's still showing us in last, but again, as we talked about at the end of our last video, I think once it has several of the same point total, in this case 0, I think it just lists them rather than having them in any particular order. So overall, I think it was a very successful first race for us. Of course, product development for us on the car will continue. I do want to go back to our team for a moment. Of course, we know next season we have no one whatsoever under contract. So let's try to get at least something done along those lines. Let's take a quick look. And we still can't offer anything there. So let's go back to drivers. And we've already seen that we can't get either one of our drivers for next season. In fact, Colin, our youngest driver, 18 years old, is actually going to Villa RT. So none of this is very good for us. But what I've decided to do is, at least right now, we're going to try and get a couple of younger drivers. Because for the next season or two, we're going to be trying to build our car so we can do with a little bit cheaper driver, at least for the near term, while we're trying to build up our car, start to earn some points and money and so on. So let's take a look at where we are. So we have age increasing, 18 years old being the youngest. So let's take a look at the speed here. We got 60, 60, 65, 62. Okay, so not bad there. Let's see. He's got 65, 67. Stamina, not all that great. Technical level, also not all that great. Aggression, certainly not great. Overtaking, he's very good at that. Let's see. Contract offer, yes. And I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and offer. We're a little above 100,000 right now. Let's go 94 for 2 years. And I'm going to leave this stuff the same because none of that is likely to happen. But we're certainly not in the running for championships and wins and podiums right now. Let's go ahead and send that offer over to Simon. And did I send it? There we go. All right. Okay. So that means he signed it. Okay. I was ready for some sort of decision time frame or something along those lines, but it looks like we're in good shape. So now let's come down here to Justin Speed. You can see great stamina, technical level, okay speed and concentration. All right, let's make an offer to him as well. No, he doesn't want to talk to us. All right, well, so be it. Let's see. What about another of these younger drivers? And we want somebody who's fairly fast. I mean, we'll take what we can get. Let's see. 60, 71. Good at defending the position. All right, let's go back. That Sergey might be a really good opportunity for us. Let's see who else we've got. So now we jump from 18 years old up to 24. And you know what? I'm really just not seeing a whole lot here. Let's see about Kimi. Not a whole lot better. Let's see what we got. Are they interested? They are not interested. All right, so we've got a lot of work to do on our team before anyone is interested in signing with us. So let's go back to Sergey. Not interested. All right. So it looks like we're going to have to just find somebody for next season. Oscar Tavares. Let's see. Let's look for some of these guys right now. Chief designer, we're not going to mess with. Race engineer is who we're really looking for. Let's go research speed. Let's see. Part design optimization. All right, I like this. It improves project part weight. All right, so why can't... Let's see. Oh, okay. So we've got the different things here. I totally missed these. So psychology, this is what we're looking for race engineers. Ability to manage emotion. It reduces the effect of unsuccessful races. Okay. It can give a little bonus on the car speed during the race. Okay, so not bad overall. Let's see, where are our current ones? Probably near the bottom, I'm guessing. Yeah, there we go. And we cannot offer a contract to either of them. Wow, this is unbelievable that nobody wants to work for us. And then, of course, engines. Can we click on any of these? We cannot. So does it tell us when we might be able to do something with this? I don't know. Maybe we have to wait till next season to determine that. Although it says next season partners. I mean, some of these guys are already signing up. It looks like. All right, there we go. Contract offer. There we go. All right, I'm getting there, slowly but surely. Not nearly as fast as I would like to. So we've got contract offers from SED. Reliability is not even an issue right now at this point in the game. I'm sure it will be as time progresses. So power is 9. That's certainly not good. And let's see. All right, bond. Nope, still nothing there. Wow, none of these are very good at all for us. Okay, so we're just going to let this all play out. It says you lack some reputation, need some more successful races. All right, so we're going to hope that we can increase our reputation enough to get what we need. All right, so with that out of the way, let's take a look at our projects. We got a rear wing we're about to finish up on. And, okay, here it looks like we just finished up a new part. So let's head over to the car setup and see what that might be. And it's a front wing. Okay, looks like our condition is pretty good. Now remember, we're racing on back-to-back weekends because we are about to race at Bahrain. So this tells me that our condition shouldn't be an issue with our level of engineering right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to move everybody up. Everybody gets better equipment on the front wing. And let's see, what else do we have? Suspension is done. Brakes are done. And that's it. Okay, so we're ready for the next race. And let's hit continue. And here we go. Our qualifying results, 9th and 21st. Okay, 9th and 21st. I'll take the 9th for sure. All right, so we got 57 laps. Let's see what we've got. Fuel consumption is very high, okay? Overtaking normal, tire wear normal, and tire wear life is pretty close to what we saw in the previous race. So 57 laps. And I'm thinking once again that we're going to want to go pretty much like what we did last time. We're going to try this out once again. It worked out really well last time, and I'm hoping that over time, as our car gets better, we'll start to get into the points. So let's go ahead, and we're just going to do, keep it pretty simple here. So about 20 lap runs. And yeah, we'll do 21 laps there because obviously we don't need quite 20 laps in each of the segments. But one segment we're going to be doing soft tires, and we might be able to push a little harder. All right, so same thing here. We're going to do 32 laps of fuel, and then we'll push harder with the fuel since, once again, we don't have to make it quite 30 laps. So that looks pretty good to me to get us started. Let's go ahead and click on race. And all right, so everything is, we'll let the race go ahead and get started. Now, can we rotate this or move this in any way? Can we click on anything? No, we cannot. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I didn't figure that we would be able to, but you just never know. All right, so let's go ahead and add our first pit. And you can see we got 21 laps of fuel. It will not quite last that long because we're going to be pushing that. So we're going to pit on lap 20. And let's see. Whoops, we don't need that many for sure. All right, I can't exactly see what I'm clicking on here. I have to move the cursor out of the way. All right, so 21 laps of fuel there. So we'll keep the same fuel amount, 30 liters, as we used to start this race. So 20 laps, we'll use our second set and then add the pit. For our second pit stop, we're going to go there. We'll do this on lap 40. 41 is good. Again, the shorter we can make that final stint on those soft tires, I think the better off we're going to be and the harder we'll be able to push. So we'll go ahead and do 20 liters, which should be pretty good, actually. If we do that, hopefully that's good. If not, then maybe we can come in here and change that and get 16 laps out of that. All right, so everything is set up for Vincenzo. Now, Colin, we're going to want to pit at about lap 30. Okay, so lap 30, we're going to go on to the other hard tires. And actually, no, let's use a medium set of tires for that final stint since it's a little bit shorter. Let's go 31 laps here. So we'll put on lap 31 and then we'll go to lap 57 at the end. And we should be able to make that, hopefully, on a set of medium tires. Should be close, but I think we can do it. We also need to make sure that we do enough fuel. All right, so we're going to make it 43 liters, which will get us 30 laps. We don't quite need that, but again, we're going to try to push with the engine as much as we can. Save that. We go into fast forward here a bit, and let's go ahead and fast forward through a couple of laps. Yeah, I don't like this last fast forward. I do not like it at all. All right, so 9th and 23rd right now. We're not pushing or anything, which at this point is a great thing. So let's go ahead and do that with both cars right now. And actually, let's go ahead and push with Colin since he's using the hard tire, and I think we've got plenty of room to push, at least for several laps with him. I'm going to hold off on pushing with Vincenzo for a little while until we get a little bit deeper into this stint. Since we're pitting on lap 20, then I think we're going to be in good shape to push probably for the last third, maybe even a little bit longer of this particular stint. So let's go ahead and have him try to overtake. Same thing here with Colin. I'm going to have these guys try to overtake. Colin in particular has got some nice open track in front of him if he can get by. All right, let's go full attack mode on both cars for right now and see if we can't get a little bit of clear track. Because if we can, that would certainly be pretty awesome. All right, so far so good. Again, I hate to use this last fast forward here. It would certainly make things quicker, but it makes it to where we can't really do anything with our options. Okay, I'm turning off the pushing since Vincenzo is now up to 7th in car number 7. Okay, so let's back him down just a little bit. And fuel seems like it's going to be okay right there. And let's see, 30, yeah, about 32, 33. It's going to be cutting it close, but I think we're okay on fuel here. Just to make sure, let's see, let's go ahead and turn off pushing. I don't want to run those tires out too quickly. As you can see, we're already down to 65 on that. So we're not going to be pushing any more with him. He'll just have to ride it out for a little while. Okay, in the meantime, Vincenzo in 7th. That's awesome. We got a little bit of clear track that we're dealing with here before we catch car number 26, who just put down quite a nice lap into the 29s. Of course, nobody's messing with the top 2 cars here. They are blazingly fast right now, particularly Don in the lead. He is motoring. All right, meantime, everything is looking really good. All right, I'm going to turn off the aggressive fuel on both because we're getting really close to the level we need for the first pit stop. Oh, wow, look at that. Lap 15, we're making some pit stops for the top 2 cars. Those guys were flying. So they had very little fuel on board and were pushing those tires really hard, which is obviously a very good strategy if you have the equipment and the drivers to do it. Okay, tires are looking really good here. 55%. We got a few laps to go, so let's go ahead and take care of that. No sense in saving that tire. Now we got a bit longer to go with Colin, so we're not going to push with him. Trying to keep an eye out for his fuel. It looks like we're going to be fine. Looks like we're going to be good about 1 lap. But it is very, very close. Same thing over here with Vincenzo. We're about 1 lap to the good on fuel, which we'll try to use that up as we get closer to the end and we're right at our pit stop. But for right now, we want to make sure we make it to that first pit stop. Okay, lap times, not wonderful, but not the end of the world either. We're up in 6th, and we're running low minute 30 range, which is right in line, really, with where we are on track. We certainly don't have anything for the top cars, but considering where our car strength is, I am very happy to see this. All right, so we've got enough left for 2 laps, about 4 liters remaining, which is perfect because we're going to be pitting next time by. And so we've got Vincenzo up here. He is about halfway done with this lap. So we're going to try to run him completely out of fuel now as he approaches pit road. Looks like he's still going to have about 2 liters left. So not bad at all. Okay, change the tires, put on a brand new set of mediums, 32 liters of fuel once again. And let's see, we're going to hold off on pushing that engine for a little bit. Let's push a little bit more with Colin. You can see now our 2 guys are very close on the track now, 16th and 17th after that first pit stop. For Vincenzo anyway. All right, so we're going to try to make it to lap 31 for Colin and then put on some medium tires, and we're going to see how that works out. All right, I think we're going to be okay on fuel for Colin. It appears that way anyway. Let's go ahead and go aggressive on the engine, and we're going to push here because we need to overtake if we possibly can. We got these guys in our sights, and it would be awesome if we could go ahead and get that taken care of. We don't want to push for too long, but we certainly do want to push a little bit. Okay, no reason to really push here with Colin. He's in some nice clean air, or at least as clean as you're likely to get during the race. All right, there we go. So Vincenzo comes out ahead of the pitting car, so that is very good. Once again, we're going to let him push for a little bit longer, and hopefully we can maintain this position. All right, so we'll let him push for a little bit here. Now we'll turn that off. Okay, fuel is looking good. We're going to keep pushing. Tires starting to get pretty low here. I don't really want them to get below 10%, if at all possible. And let's see, we're on lap 27. Looks like we're going to be okay, though. Didn't realize we were at lap 27. That's a little bit farther along than I thought we were. All right, let's go ahead and really push right before he comes in for his pit stop. Again, Vincenzo is doing great in 7th position. He's got a couple of guys right on his tail, though. Okay, 4 more laps of fuel, about 6 liters left for Colin, and that is perfectly fine for him. Same thing with his tires. He doesn't have very long left to go, so we're pushing as hard as we can. And again, you can see his most recent lap was his fastest. So that's good. That tells me that the tires being down around 25 to 30% is not hampering our speed. All right, let's see. What do we have here? We're right on the edge. I'm actually going to turn that off, the engine mode off for Vincenzo for maybe a lap or two to save a little bit of fuel. Looks like we're about to be overtaken by both of the red cars. All right, so final lap of the stint for Colin. You can see he's making his way back around. So we've had him pushing as hard as he can, and we're going to let him push right to the edge, and now we'll turn that off. So he's going to put on a set of medium tires, and we're going to hope for the best here. He needs to go about 25 laps, so we got plenty of fuel to keep pushing, I think. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go back to pushing the engine with Vincenzo. And you can see these guys are pulling ahead of us. They just have more pace than us, it would appear, at this particular point, or at least while we're not pushing heavily. All right, so as of right now, we are sitting in 9th and 19th. So a lot of soft compound tires on these cars. So our medium and hard tire that we've been using is a little bit different strategy than what we're seeing across the paddock. All right, even though we weren't able to hold these 2 red cars behind us, I'm really happy that Vincenzo is able to move along and keep a reasonable distance to them. They're not really running away from us at this point. We're running pretty similar lap times. All right, so next pit stop will be on lap, we need to go ahead and push. About 5 more laps, we're going to be coming in. You can see our fuel is going to be right on the number. If we continue to push, it's probably going to be right on the number. And let's see, for Colin, about 20 laps left. Yes, we can keep pushing with him. Not sure about pushing those tires, those medium tires, because we might be on the edge of having them last the full stint. We're pushing those on their longevity. All right, so it looks like Vincenzo, once we started pushing, you can see he has caught and is now attempting to pass the car immediately in front of him. Let's see if he's going to get that done. Again, he's coming in just in about 3 laps. So let's go ahead and have him push. Let's use up the entirety of this tire and, of course, all of the fuel as well. No reason to save any of that. Okay, we can see pit stop number 2 for those who are on that particular strategy. Those have begun. We're sort of on the back end of that particular strategy as far as when we're pitting. So we're going a little bit farther. You can see up here at front, we've got somebody on a 3-stop strategy. And wow, they must be really fast. I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to them, but they must be really fast if they can get by with that type of strategy. All right, so Vincenzo, 2 leaders coming back around. So he's pitting this time by, and he's just going to have enough fuel. Oh, he did not pit. Why did he not pit? Okay, he's got to save fuel now. I don't know if he's going to make it back around. Why did he not come in? Lap 41, we're on lap 42. I don't know why he didn't pit. All right, I'm confused. There's something I did wrong there. There we go. He's coming in this time. Yeah, that's very odd. There's something that I missed with that. All right, so we've got 15 laps left. We don't have enough fuel. We need to actually conserve a little bit right now. So I messed up a little bit on our pit stop strategy and as far as how much fuel we're using. So we're going to have to save a little bit. And that's okay. Let's go ahead and push a little bit with Colin. Looks like he's got a nice amount of tire remaining, and we're about halfway through his stint, a little bit more, and he's still at 70%. So I feel like we can have him push some right now. And it looks like that might be enough to get him by Carlos Silva, who is immediately in front of us. Maybe we can. Let's see. Carlos is also on medium tires, so I'd say we've got a pretty good chance here of making this happen, but so far it has not. Okay, the good news for us is we are currently sitting 10th and 14th. That is really good. But as we saw last time, I'm not sure that that's going to be enough to get us into the points, but we are right on the edge. And of course, we are continuing our product development, which hopefully will get us above at least a few of the competition so we can start to earn some points. All right, Colin just not having any luck making it happen. Let's see, 11 laps left. Okay, we can turn off the fuel saving for Vincenzo now. You can see he's sort of in some clean air right now. He's got a nice little cushion in front and behind him. Turning off the fuel saving should speed him up some. And hopefully at least that'll get us some quicker lap times. And yeah, there you go. Okay, we got some more pit stops happening. And that last lap, yeah, 30.9, that is very good. That's much better. So if our fuel turns out the way I believe it is, then we should be in very good shape. Let's go ahead and stop pushing a little bit with Colin right here, just to make sure his tires are getting down to, they're 41%. So we got quite a bit of speed out of them, but at the same time, we also pushed them pretty hard on the durability. So we're going to back off that a little while. His fuel should be fine, showing 10 laps remaining, 9 laps here. So also should be good. I'm going to wait another lap or two before we have Vincenzo push on the engine side of things, but I do want to go ahead and have him push because his tire life is looking really good. So let's have him go ahead and push, see if we can't get past this car immediately in front of us. Oh, actually, he just passed us, so we've been lapped. Maybe. Let's see. That is car 22. No, we're actually right behind him for position, so that's good. All right, there we go. So about 5 laps remaining. We're showing 7 laps on fuel. So I think we're in good shape. So we're going to have him go ahead and push. And let's see if we can pick up that 6th position. All right, it's going to come right down to the wire. I mean, we are neck and neck for position number 6. All right, lap 54 of 57. Oh, come on, get by him. Okay, Colin is sort of in between here. Again, he's got a nice cushion front, and rear tire condition is pretty low, so I'm not going to have him push. I think he's going to be fine right where he's at. All right, did we pick it up? Yes, we are in 6th position. So while we were paying attention to Colin, we were able to move into that position. And let's see. So now we're far enough ahead that I think we can turn off the trying to overtake and just, it looks like we got enough tire. I was going to take him off of push, but it looks like we're going to have plenty of tire to make it to the end, even though we are pushing. So now you can see we've gotten down into the 29 second bracket, which is really good, because if you look at what these guys in front of us are running, they're also in the 29 second bracket, and we're moving right along. We had a great lap that time by, which makes sense because we're basically in clean air, or at least as clean as we're likely to get during the race. Okay, so lap 58 of 57. I'm not sure what happened there. So is this it? Yes. Okay, thank goodness. I was getting really worried that maybe this was going to keep going and be even longer than the scheduled distance. But take a look at these results. 6th and 11th. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. You can see the points once again. Wow, 8 points we got in this particular race. We were 4th overall. That is excellent. That's certainly going to help us out long term, not just in the championship, but also in the amount of money we get, because long term money is what we're going to need to continue improving. All right, that is an excellent result, and that gives me a lot of hope as we move things forward. So with that in mind, we've got quite a bit going on with our projects and our development. So when we come back next time, we'll make sure that all of this is on point. We'll check our car setup, and then we'll be ready to race at Belgium. So that'll do it for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and stay tuned as we will continue our Let's Play series of Open Wheel Manager.